Hello, my students from Upper Basic Class. Welcome back with me, Mr. Shafi. And today you will have a grammar, and you have the new chapter 14 for today. It's about nouns and modifiers. So I will explain one by one, but this one will be part one for chapter 14. So I will explain some materials today. So hopefully you can get what I will deliver to you during our online learning today. All right. So let's start our lesson. The first one we will talk about modifying nouns with adjective and nouns. So this one for sure that the things that you have to remember is you can modifying noun with adjective modifying nouns with adjective and nouns. All right. When you talk about this one, we will see first the example over here. All right, we have expensive book, it should be adjective. All right, and book noun. And we talk about grammar book, it should be noun plus noun. Okay, noun plus noun. If this one, adjective plus noun. Okay, R number C, he works at shoe store. This one shoe noun, store noun. So noun plus noun. It means that modifying noun with noun or modifying noun with adjective. So in part D, it can be adjective noun plus noun. Alright, so I bought an expensive grammar book. So it will be expensive modifying noun grammar book. Alright, and then grammar book actually created by put noun modify noun. Alright, these are some things that you have to understand, my student. If we see the explanation over here, adjectives can modify nouns like in A. See chart 6.2, page 161 for a list of common adjectives. And then nouns can modify other nouns. In B, grammar is a noun that is used as an adjective to modify another noun. When you use one noun to modify another noun, the function of the noun will be changed to be noun. Okay, so to be adjective, I mean, so in part A it will be adjective plus noun, in B it will be noun plus noun. So we could say that adjective bisa modify noun and noun can be modify another noun. But when noun modify another noun, the first noun will have the function as adjective, like grammar book. What book? Grammar book, like that. What store? Shoe store. So here, grammar modify book, shoe modify store. For this one, for part C. And part D, I bought an expensive grammar book. Adjective, noun plus noun for A, B, C, and D. So it means that this adjective modify noun, all right, modify noun or nouns, modify noun with adjective for this part. Okay, so if you see this one, a noun that is used, a noun that is used as an adjective is always in its singular form. All right. So the store sells shoes, but it's called shoe. Alright. Jadi jika noun modify noun, it should be singular. Tidak boleh dia dalam bentuk plural. Like shoe store, bukan shoe store, but shoe store. Shoe-nya di sini dalam bentuk satu, singular. So you cannot put this one as plural. So you have to remember when you want to modify noun with noun, you have to make sure that noun should be singular atau cuma satu. Alright? I will repeat again over here. Okay, we have adjective plus noun expensive book, noun plus noun grammar book, noun plus noun shoe store. Look at this one. Okay, this noun modify another noun, and then the function of this noun will be same like adjective modify noun, but the name still noun, but the function same like adjective modify noun. Alright, and the things that you have to remember ketika kamu memakai noun to modify another noun, you have to make sure that this and this one should be singular. Harus singular. Harus hanya satu. You cannot say shoe store. No, you have to say shoe store. Okay? And then this one, both an adjective and noun can modify a noun. Yes, dua-duanya bisa. Both an adjective and a noun can modify a noun. So if you want to use adjective and noun to modify noun, it can be applied. If this one we can say I bought an expensive grammar book. I bought an expensive grammar book. So here we have adjective, expensive as adjective, grammar as noun, and book as a noun. Alright, so it should be both adjective and noun can modify another noun. Okay, it will be wrong if you say I bought a grammar expensive book. So you have to remember expensive always the position at the first of the words when you want to modify noun. Alright, should be adjective first and noun, adjective first and noun, should be adjective first before noun. Even you have two nouns over there. Alright, walaupun kamu punya dua noun, noun yang sudah dimodify another noun, ketika kamu tambahkan adjective, when you put adjective, adjectivenya harus selalu di depan, before noun. Okay, so this one that we call as modifying nouns with adjective and nouns. A, B, C, and D. Okay, next part. We will try to see this one. Okay, look at this one. Underline the adjective and identify the nouns they modify. Like number one. Number one is I drank some hot tea. Hot is adjective, tea is noun. Alright. What else? My grandmother is a wise woman. Wise is adjective and woman is a noun. English is not my native language. Native is adjective. Native, alright, is adjective. Language is, alright, language is noun. So this one, the function of adjective modifies noun. Okay, adjective modifies noun that we can see in your exercise letter, and also we talk about this one. All right, so we have 1 until 3 over here, and the rest one will be answered in your quiz letter or in our Zoom letter. Okay, so I erase this one. Now we go to next part. This one also in exercise you will find later. This one what? So now ready. Now we go to next part. This one will be next material on page 400 and yes. Alright. Now we talk about word order of adjectives. Okay, so what does it mean, sir? It means that when you have to modify noun with adjective, it will be easy if you have one adjective. If you have one adjective. What about if you have more than one adjective? You will be hard to modify or to construct the words, right? We have this one, a large red car. This one true. If you say a red large car, this one will be wrong. In a, two adjectives. Alright, so you have two adjectives here, one large, one, the second one is red. So two adjectives are 1 and 2. Modify one noun here. Alright, so when you have two adjectives, you have to know what adjective will come first in your word. Alright, so this one will be a large red car, not a red large car. Alright. Why, sir? Look at the explanation over here. In a, two adjective, large and red, modify noun. Modify a noun is a car. Adjectives follow a particular order. In a, an adjective describing size, large, comes before color. Okay. Remember, because this one large, talk about size, and then red, talk about color. So you want to talk about adjective by using, when you talk about word, and then you want to modify with some adjective, for example, like size and color, you have to make sure that size will come first before color. That's why it will be large red car, not red large car, like that. Okay, so you have to make sure size first before color. Size first before color. So large red car, it means that mobil merah besar. Alright? Or mobil merah besar, a large red car. Yes. Okay. What about pria putih tinggi? Pria putih tinggi. Pria putih tinggi. So if you have this one, it will be pria putih tinggi. How to say in English? Pria putih tinggi. Size first. Tall and color. White man. This one the truth one. So when you say white tall man, this one will be wrong. So the truth one should be tall white man. Alright? Because we will talk about size first, color, and noun. Alright? This one, if you have two adjectives. What about another one? After size and color, we have a beautiful young woman, beautiful red car, beautiful Greek island. Wow. This one have the some kinds of adjectives over here. Some kinds of adjective over here. We will say this one. The adjective beautiful expresses an opinion. Opinion adjectives usually come before all other adjectives. Opinion selalu diletakkan di awal. Selalu. This one always. Alright. You always put this one di awal kata yang modify noun. Yes. Sebelum semua adjective that you have. Alright. Beautiful young woman. Beautiful red car. Beautiful Greek island. So in B it should be opinion and also age, alright? Opinion and color in C, and D opinion and nationality. Okay? So actually you have to remember is kalau dia opinion, pendapat selalu letaknya di awal sebelum kata-kata sifat yang lainnya. So that's why it mentioned that beautiful, an opinion, adjective usually come before all other adjectives. Alright? So, opinion adjectives usually come before all other adjectives. Alright? Next, there are many opinion adjectives. The words in E are example of common opinion. So, some common opinion of adjectives like dangerous, difficult, dirty, expensive, favorite, good, happy. What's that? Honest, important, interesting, strong, and wonderful. This one's like, for example, like they say, wonderful large car or wonderful big house. All right. So you see the opinion first and then size. The main point over here is opinion selalu letaknya di awal sebelum kata sifat yang lainnya digunakan. Next, so we talk about this one. So this one A, B, C, D, E, we have discussed about this one. Now we go to next part. Okay, so the rules will be like this, my student. The rules will be opinion first. You will have opinion first, size, age, color, nationality, and material. So it will be opinion first, beautiful, size, we have large, age, young, color, red, nationality, for example, Greek, Chinese, and Mexican, and also material from metal, from glass, or from plastic. So this one is something that you have to remember. It will be opinion, number one, size, age, color, nationality, material. So you have to remember the position. Oh, size If you have size and color, which one first? Size. If you have the age and opinion, which one first? Opinion. Which one first between size and material? Size. Which one first between age and opinion? Opinion. So you have to know which come first. Alright, so this list or this table will help you to know what adjective as the first that you can mention to modify noun. Alright, this one. A noun is usually modified by only one or two adjectives, although sometimes there are three. Okay, this one. Some delicious Mexican food. Alright. This one, a small glass vase, a kind old Chinese man. All right. So look at this one. This one kind is opinion, old age, Chinese nationality. All right. So 1, 3, 5. All right. So sometimes a noun can be modified by one or two adjectives, but can be also three adjectives. So uh, it will be difference of the sentences of the words, all right, or the words. I mean, this one will be rare if you say a beautiful small old brown Greek metal coin. It's very rare to find a long list of adjectives in front of a noun. Jadi sangat susah kalau kita menyebutkan atau sangat jarang untuk menemukan one noun yang dimodify dengan many adjectives in one word, alright? Usually, I think the maximum only 3 adjectives saja. 3 adjectives can modify a noun. Alright? So, adjectives that describe nationality are capitalized. Korean, Venezuelan, Saudi Arabian, etc. So, when you talk about this one nationality, you have to write down this one in capitalized, capital letter. Especially for nationality like Greek, Chinese, Indonesian, Malaysian, something like that, Spanish, and so on, right? So this one we talk about this one already finished. The things that you have to remember over here is about a word order of adjectives. You know it will be opinion first, size, age, color, nationality, materials. So if we look at this one, we have this one, glass and tall. So tall first because this one is size first, tall glass size first, and material. So tall glass, bukan glass tall. Next, delicious Thai food. It should be opinion first, delicious, and then nationality. So some delicious Thai food or sometime delicious food. So it should be some delicious Thai food. And remember, when you talk about Thai up right here, you have to make it this one to be capital letter. Alright? So it should be in capital letter. Delicious Thai food. Next, we have some blank 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 tomatoes. Some red small tomatoes or some small red tomatoes. It should be some small red tomatoes. Why, sir? Because you will come to size first and then color. Alright, so if you are not sure about this one, you can check the table. Which one comes first? Size first or color first? Look, it will be size first and also color. It should be size first and also color over here. This one some things that you have to remember when you want to form or want to create a word by using some adjectives. Alright. Next, after this one, you will have more than one, maybe 2 or 3 adjectives. Now we go to next part. After you modify and also the adjective order, how to modify nouns. Now I will show you another one. This one we talk about Okay, so we talk about this one. What is this? What is this? Yes, we have to talk about quantity. Jumlah ada all of, most of, some of, almost all of. All of, most of, some of, almost all of. So easy this one. Alright. Look at this one. We will see first this one. The definition first. Look at me here how to say this one in definition. Wait first. So you will have this one, all of, most of, and some of express quantities. All of sudah pasti dia semuanya 100%, 100%, right? When you talk about most of, a large part but not all. For example, uh, you have 100, maybe this one 98 or 97. Some of, it means that medium. If you have 100, maybe it will be 60, 50, something like that. So the thing that you have to remember is all of is 100%. If almost all of, it can be between 95 until 100%. Okay, and then almost is used with all. All cannot be omitted. All right. So almost all of. You cannot say almost of. It should be almost all of his food. Almost of his food. Almost all of his food. Don't say almost of his food. It should be almost all. Hampir semua. Hampir semua. Alright. So now I will try to make the description here by using all of, and also most of, some of, and almost all of. Wait first, yeah? So it will be like this. For example, you have 100. You have 100. All right, maybe 100 books. I will write down here. Okay. You have 100 books. 100 books. All right. If you have, and then you mention, if you want to mention 100, it means that all of. This one will be all of. All right. If you have 87, maybe this one is most of. Okay. But if you have 50 or 60, it will be some of. Okay. But if you have 95 until 99, it will be almost all of. Okay, so we have all of, most of, some of. All of, most of, some of, and almost all of. And remember, when you use almost, we have to use all, almost all. So almost is used with all. All cannot be omitted, right? So now we go to see this one. Maybe this one the exercise part. Yes. Look at this one. For example, this question. Number 1 until number... What number this one? We will try to explain this. So question number 1. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. All of these numbers are even. Adalah angka genap. Yes, that's true. And then we have 1, 3, 5, 7. These numbers are odd. Genap. So it will be 1 odd, yes. 3 odd, yes. 5 odd, yes. 7 odd. So it will be all of. What about this one? The description is these numbers are odd. 1 is odd, 3 odd, 4 even, 6 even, 7 odd, 9 is odd. So have 3 odd, 2 what? 2 even. So 4 and 2. So we can say this one by using almost, most of, or some of. So this one will be most of. Okay, most of these numbers. Why, sir? Because we have four even, four odds, two even. So if this one only one even, maybe we can say almost all of. Alright? So this one like the exercise 4, exercise 14. Next. So this one about all of, most of, some of, and almost all of. Alright? So you can see later. This one also important to know for this. For this one, we have expression, quantity, subject plus verb, agreement. Alright? So the things that you have to know, this one by using all of and some of. Subject, verb, agreement. Okay, look at this one. Before you go to the sentences, you see first the rules or the formula here. The formulation. All of plus singular noun plus singular verb. All of plus plural noun plus plural verb. Okay, sum of plus singular noun, singular verb. Sum of plus plural noun plus plural verb. Look at this one. All of my work is finished. So this one is singular. This one is singular. All of my friends plus S. This one use are plural, plural. Some of my homework, singular is singular. Some of my friends, plural, use are plural. Jika dia nounnya singular, the verbnya should be singular. If the noun is plural, the verb will be plural. This one is are. This one is like auxiliary verb. We still call them as verb. Okay. Next, common expression of quantity. You can use all of, almost all of, a lot of, half of, most of, and some of. The things that you have to remember, my students, homework. This one is uncountable. Or uncountable, we just use is for the auxiliary verb. Okay. Understand? So even we call this all our work. Semua pekerjaan saya is finished. Work is uncountable. So you just put is for the verb, for the auxiliary verb over there. Okay. So this one is expression of quantity subject. The things that you have to remember, you have to know. This one use is, use or are. This one plural or singular. So this one about today for chapter 14 part 1, and then please do this one, and then we will discuss later in our Zoom. So see you in our Zoom, and then thank you, my student.